All right, so I'm finally doing that tomato sucker video that I promised like a week, maybe 2 weeks ago. So anyway, I'm gonna quickly go over the anatomy of a tomato plant, basic anatomy, so we can so I can throw out random vocabulary words and you kind of know what I'm talking about. So first of all, I am doing a single stem trellis system, which is one main stem in the middle, and then we're gonna have leaf and flower clusters coming off of that stem, and then suckers, but we're gonna talk about that. So I am doing that because I want to be able to plant my plants as close as I can in the field. This allows them to have good aeration, allows me to be able to see like what's going on a lot easier because you don't have all this random greenery. You don't have to do it like that. That just is what I found is most efficient. So if you are going to prune single stem trellis, you kind of have to decide that within the first month or so of your tomato plants being outside, because it gets really difficult to kind of pick that single stem once the suckers do take over, because they will take over. So let's get back to this real quick. I'm gonna try not to confuse everyone because it's not the easiest background to see, but the string here that I have is following along that main stem, that one chunk, so you can see that this is one little stick of a tomato. All right, quick basic anatomy. So we've got the main stem, goes all the way down, one stem since I'm doing single stem. At the top of that main stem, we've got the growing tip. This will continue to grow up. Off of that main stem coming down, we have the leaf. This is just going to, collect energy, provide a little bit of protection and shade. We have flower clusters coming off of that main stem. And then we have another leaf right here. So, just a protection again. And if you can spot the sucker, it is the only thing that I did not go over yet. So this guy right here is the sucker. So let's take it back to main stem and leaf right here. We've got a 90-degree angle, basically. For those math people, a little more than 90 degrees, but okay, 90-degree angle. Then coming out of that 90-degree angle, you've got 45-degree angle sucker. So, it's pretty much like that. There's one right there. There's one right there. And there was one right here, and I took it off. And the little guy is trying to come out, so just don't let that happen. So what if I left these there? So if I let these suckers go, what they would do is turn into growing tips. So essentially it's just another growing tip. So since I want to keep this as clean cut, it's easily manageable for me to harvest and go through and detect disease or anything like that, I want one main growing tip, and I want anything else coming off this main trunk to be either a flower cluster or the leaves. So these suckers, they just gotta go. So and you definitely do not have to like prune like this. It's just what I'm doing, and what I mean by when I say I'm giving the giving the tomatoes a haircut. I posted a video I guess a couple days ago or a week ago. It was like tomatoes getting an early morning haircut. I was just like cleaning up the suckers, cleaning up any branches that were on the ground. And again, so I do use landscape fabric right here. It helps with not letting bacteria bounce back up onto those bottom leaves, and just keeps it like very clean, because tomatoes are super finicky when it comes to that kind of thing. Wouldn't need landscape fabric on most other things, because tomatoes are just delicate. They like a lot of attention, so I'm gonna give them that attention. Anyway, so suckers. I usually do it with my hands unless they're super, it's a nice little snap. Unless they're super thick, but yeah. So, and guess what you can do? You can plant this. Yeah, so since this sucker was trying to be another growing tip for the plant, you can put this in the soil, put it in water, root it a little bit. Each of these hairs, those like little tomato hairs, ooh, can't really see them, but they will become roots. And if you are going to do that, since it is basically July, you don't want the tomato to go into shock, so I would plant it in a little pot, keep it in the shade for a few weeks, let it go, and then slowly move it out into full sun. But yeah, I'm not going to do that because I have like 15 million of those, and I don't need any more plants in here. So ideally, you would want to pinch the suckers / cut them when they are about this size right here, because they're easy to do. You're probably not going to hurt the main stem when you do it. They usually like pop off super simple. I love that smell. And then this one, that's a sucker too. So trying to be a part of this plant's long-term life, but it's not. gonna be. Yep. Let me know if you have questions, like always. My videos are a little sporadic, usually 100% impromptu, but yep. Okay, that's all. Thanks for going on my tour. I got lots of mess. Also, when you take off branches and stuff and you're pruning, get them out. Get them out. Do not let them sit anywhere near your plants. Because if that branch has a disease or had eggs on it or something, a bad insect, it's going to just hatch. So if you're cutting something off, get it away. Yeah, just, keep it clean. Here, listen to yourself, Lindsay. Keep it clean. I've actually been very good with that this year.